Hi everyone. So today, first of all, on my main channel, if you can, please check it out. It'll be here somewhere. And Matthew Street, my good YouTube buddy, he's having issues where he is with power outages and everything, and he wants as many people as possible to vote for the midnight callers. You can vote 2 times per day. I'll actually have a link so you can directly go to the website and vote for the midnight callers for the coolest song of 2023. Every vote would really help Matthew out at this, pretty rough time of year for him to be having no power. So I went to Value Village again, and I got this book, and it was it was Senior's Day, which I think is 30% off, and I'm a senior. So this book by Chuck Negron, who was one of the lead singers of Three Dog Night, this came out over 20 years ago, and I bought it at the time. And I remember really, well, not always enjoying it, because there's some, disturbing stories that he tells about drugs and sex and everything else. He went through a lot in his life, and he's fully recovered. And yeah, Three Dog Nightmare, like I said, I think it's hard to come by now, but it is such an amazing story. And speaking of Three Dog Night, I feel they were one of the biggest bands in the early 70s. Tons of radio hits. And I know that some people kind of put them down a little bit because they did a lot of cover, a lot of their hit songs were cover versions. But the thing is, those original songs, when they were recorded, they weren't hits or anything. Three Dog Night, the whole band, they arranged, they changed the song and made it into a big hit single. And the other thing is, they had a real band behind the 3 main singers. And they played on their albums. There were no studio musicians or anything. And yeah, so if you can find this, I highly recommend it. I would love to interview Chuck sometime on my channel. But it's quite the story, and it's good to know that he's been in great health for many years now. Then I went to Chapters and I bought about the only magazine I buy every month. The other ones, Mojo, once in a blue moon maybe. Uncut I rarely buy. But Record Collector is my favorite music related magazine now, and has been for the last year or so. So looking forward to reading this. Like some articles I'm not that interested in, like Paul Young. Not my kind of music, but I'm interested in the person, so I will read the article. About his career. Deep Purple. Glenn Hughes. Great singer. Article on him. Arthur Baker. I believe he's a producer. Sounds familiar. And yeah, an article on the great David Bowie with Mick Ronson. the Marquis top 25 gigs. I should have. It's not an article just on David Bowie, but that's going to be an interesting read. I think Yes played at the Marquis, so they're probably included. Have you ever been to the Marquis? Let me know. And this is going to be coming up. There's some album reviews. And yeah, so just a very, very enjoyable magazine. And I also got, I'm kind of cutting down on my spending because, you know, I'm on a pension now. The days of buying a box set every month are long gone. I bought, finally, The Who's Next Super Deluxe Edition, not the box set. And here it is. 2 CDs. And by the way, you can see here, I'm kind of redoing this, trying to make it, just trying to clean it up a bit. So it's still a work in progress. Go. Yeah, I remember this. I remember the day that I bought this along with the Guess Who's So Long Band of Time back in 1971. So it includes, of course, the original album remastered and Lifehouse's side 2 and different, you know, like demos and other things. If you want to pause the video, I don't know if it'll focus here. But disc 2, Behind Blue Eyes from the Record Plant, New York. Getting in Tune, Pete Townsend demo. Time is Passing live at the Young Vic. My Wife live at San Francisco. Won't Get Fooled Again live at San Francisco. Yeah, so there's 12 bonus tracks on disc 2. And the other CD I got, because of one of our recent CD exchanges that I was doing with Glenn Kellaway from the Basement, and I've always loved this artist, and this was my #1 ranked album when we did our ranking video. The only thing against it, against me buying it earlier, was it's only like, I think, 33 minutes long. It is Paul Simon, 7 Psalms. It's basically, you know, really one, they are kind of, you know, as you can see here, there are different 7 songs, but they all go together, so it's really one big song, 33 minutes. And yeah, I just, on the very first listen, it's like, yeah, I have to get this. It comes with the CD. And a little booklet. And I consider Paul Simon to be, he could, I know some people say Bob Dylan, but if somebody said Paul Simon is the greatest songwriter, you know, for lyrics, he's the greatest songwriter, I couldn't argue with you. But there's quite a few great songwriters out there. But Paul is definitely in the top, I would say at least the top 3 or 4. maybe number one. So yeah, that's it. I hope everybody has a great day, and as I mentioned earlier, please, if you can, take a minute out of your day and vote for the Midnight Callers. Thank you. Bye.